Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Unwelcome, which is going to be out on physical media, which I got a copy of the Blu-ray, and got a chance to check this film out from director John Wright. And this focuses on a married couple, Maya and Jamie, who escape their urban nightmare after a horrible attack from these thugs on their home. They go out to the country in rural Ireland after inheriting a house, but things go sideways when a family working on their house, things get a little tense between them and things escalate, and who's their only hope? Murderous goblins, redcaps, lurking out into the gardens past the wall. There's a lot going on in this film, and I thought it was interesting when I saw in some of the promotion, like, it's Straw Dogs meets Gremlins. And I'm like, well, that's an interesting mix. And then I watched it, and I'm like, oh god, this is just Straw Dogs. And Douglas Booth, who plays Jamie, who I feel really bad. I hated him in this. This character is insufferable. He is horrible. Like, there's no reason why we root for him. He's so unlikable. And, like, the film has us trying to, like, feel for him and want us to see him be able to stand up for himself. But, like, even in doing Matt, he's insufferable. And I just hated his character. He's so useless and almost, like, torpedoingly bad. Well, not even performance. I'm not blaming Booth here. The writing of this character was horrible. But it is Hannah, John-Kamen, who plays Maya. She's a fantastic actress, and she blows me away in basically anything I see her in. And she really stole the show here and kind of balances out because we can get behind her. And she's ridiculously charismatic. She's a really enjoyable character to see on screen. And she plays well off of Wasteland, who is the lead, like the patriarch of this family, played by Cole Meany, who also gives a strong veteran performance in this film. And you have the likes of Christian Nairn, aka Hodor, who's also in the film. Basically this movie is like 3/4 of it's the Straw Dog story, with like vague hints at redcaps. And then last fourth of the movie, they show up, and it's like, they were holding out so long that once they got there, like, it was pretty crazy and entertaining and crazy horror moments, but it was a little too late. So much build-up was put in at that point that it just felt like it was lagging and lagging and lagging behind, and not a whole lot of progress was going on. This film felt like a lot more than an hour and 45 minutes. And between the inconsistent characters, the rocky tone shifts between, like, there are some funny moments, and there's supposed to be these horror moments, but everything just, like, there's drastic shifts and, shockingly just unnerving, just blasts of violence and stuff like that come out of nowhere, that it's hard to keep track of, like, what this film is trying to be. Is it supposed to be a dark horror comedy? Is it just supposed to be a horror film? Because there's too many, like, weird, goofy things, especially with the redcaps, to make this feel like, yeah, it's just a straight horror movie. I'm like, feels like they're going for something campy here on some level. But this film was the most interesting in its last fourth, except that it just kept going. Like, the end of this movie is, like, over 10 minutes. It feels like it just keeps drawing out, drawing out, drawing out, drawing out. And you're just waiting for it to end, which is a shame. And there's a lot of mixed bags here because, like, when it really got going, it was really entertaining. It just took forever to get there. There's horribly unlikable characters, but some also really likable characters, and a great performance from Hannah John-Kamen. And Cole Meany is a great, like, antagonistic presence. There's just too many things mixed here for this to really solidify as something that I really enjoyed. But it has its moments, it has its elements that work. And I'm sure if you're really into, like, these kinds of horror films, you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of it too. But those are my thoughts on Unwelcome. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.